No, I saw this prompt, and it just got me thinking, what's the metric women use that men are not accepting that women choose to be single? I don't understand. I mean, like, please tell me what metric, what reasoning, what example do women have that men are not accepting women that women are choosing to be single? Because I have kind of two clear examples that men have accepted it. Okay, there are men's certain movements, right? Whether you like it or dislike it. MGTOW, which men going their own way, not bothering with women. Passport bro, literally men not choosing the women here because they want to be single. Men going overseas, going outside the country to find someone else that wants to be in a relationship. Right, those two. But we also get right. We also see videos on online of women saying that men are not approaching them. Right, that's at least a good, non-controversial, right, point that men are accepting it. Men are fine. You want to be single? We will not approach you. So I don't. What are women using as the basis of men not accepting that women are choosing to stay single? I really don't understand. Okay, I just it doesn't make sense when you see objective reality that men have accepted it. Right, you want to stay single. Right, marriage rates are down. Right, men are not proposing like that. Right, childbirth is down. Men are, people are not having kids. Men are accepting that reality. Now, if you're saying that men voicing their opinions on it, we all are allowed to have opinions on things, okay? But through actions, right? Through actions, right? Men have accepted it. Men know that for years, for decades, right? The common narrative is women are strong, independent. They don't need no man. That's been going on for decades. So, in my opinion, men have accepted it, and men are doing things to pretty much show that they accept it. Like I said, a non-controversial thing is that a lot of women are saying that men are not approaching anymore. I have plenty of videos showing that too. So, and like I said, men are going outside the country to find someone that would want to be in a relationship, or some men are just not even bothering with the dating market anymore. MGTOW. So, I would love to know what your guys' thoughts, right? If your kid committed a crime, a bad crime, okay, would you turn your kid in or protect them from going to prison? What would your answer be? Now, again, it's not jaywalking, right? So, the original people said, oh, it depends on the crime. What bad crime does it need to be dependent on? I'm sorry. I don't care what bad crime they did. Let's say stealing. Let's say the R word. Let's say killing. Any bad crime. I'm sorry. No protecting. All right, you are going to jail. You are going to jail. I'll be turning you in. All right, if you won't turn yourself in, I'll turn you in. It's consequences. I'm sorry. You gotta suffer the consequences. Okay, because there's nothing I can do anymore. Right? There's nothing I could. Because if you didn't learn from me that doing said bad crime is wrong, there's nothing I could do. I can't. There's no punishment I could do that would teach you to learn it. So you're gonna have to suffer the consequences of your actions. And to be honest, it's like, let's say I want to say something, right? Let's say even a small crime, okay? Unless it's like, I don't know. I don't know what. Help me out. What small crime could you look over? A ticket? No, you have to pay your ticket, right? You have to pay your ticket. I can't think of a small crime. You stole candy? Okay, well, you're going to go back and, I don't know, get a fine. To be honest, in my view, if you commit any crime, you should suffer the consequences for it. Period. I can't think of one that, like, please tell me, right? Which crime would you think? What small crime would you think that, you would protect your kid from? I can't think of anything that they shouldn't just, be accountable for. Like I said, pay that fine. Get that one night in jail. I'm sorry, that week in jail, whatever. Now, let's see. I'll say this, right? If it's crimes that were unproportionate, if he did like weed, I don't know, because right now weed crimes are like weird. You could get years for having weed. I'm like, kidding me? Maybe that I'll like protect you from, right? Because our justice system is weird with the drug stuff, right? Okay, you did weed. Why would you get 10 years for weed, right? So, okay, that's the only thing that comes to mind. Anything else is like, go pay that fine, go spend that 1 week in jail, or that, I don't know, 100-hour community service. You gotta suffer for it. So I wanted to talk about this. Okay. Fathers who believe in going 50-50 financially with a baby mama, are you also contributing your 50% of the emotional, physical labor of caring for the child? If you're going to advocate for equality, let it be for all aspects of parenting. I agree. I agree. I believe the baby mama thing is kind of weird. I mean, so I'm assuming not your wife. Okay. So you're not living with a person. So custody should be 50-50. 100%. Custody should be 50-50. Okay. When the child's with the father, he takes care of the child 100%. When the child's with the mother, takes care of the child 100%. Right? Plain and simple. Now, baby mama thing is like, it's like, so I'm assuming it's just, when you say baby mama, just like it feels like, you're not together. But, so if you're together, your wife, right? 50-50 financially with your wife, you're the mother of your child. I believe that you should also contribute emotionally, physically to the child care. I believe if not everyone, all average people, right? Most people are average. So I believe most people should be doing 50-50 everything. Finances, child care, domestic work, right? Housework, 50-50, okay? However you want to distribute the 50-50, okay? Or about that, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be every time 100% or 50-50. But what it usually means, right, is that never one person feels like they're taken advantage of. Feel like they're doing more than they're receiving. That's the point, okay? That's what I think about when I say 50-50. You can call it 100-100, whatever. Essentially, both people are contributing pretty much equally. Both people do not feel they're taken advantage of. That's the purpose. That's the point. So I think, because I think we should go away with, at least for average people, right? Most people, we should, stop doing providing, okay? Because we even get it today, right? Men that provide and women still complain, right? They still complain he's not in his child's life enough. He's not doing that. So let's just get rid of it 100%. Let's get rid of it 100%. Both people should work. Both people should contribute as equally as possible to the house care, to the child care, all right? That's why I think it's the best for society right now. It's just, for me, it's like, I'm just thinking about, women cannot complain then, right? You can't complain because he's taking care of finances, half of it. You can't complain that you're bored, you have nothing to do, right? Or that, you're dependent on him. You can't complain that because you're not, right? You're working, making money. You can't complain that he's not taking care of his child because, he's not overworked and he has time to take care of his child and he should be taking care of his child. You're not complaining that you're always the one who's washing the dishes or doing laundry because you know what? He's not overworked and he has time in his schedule to do some laundry, do some dishes, right? I'm more thinking like, the only thing is you complain about is that, oh, he's not providing you luxuries, right? The complaints is stupid then, right? It's really stupid because you want him to, so your complaints that you don't have to work? No, then you're not an adult, right? The complaints make it stupid because usually before, right? The complaints made it feel like, oh, it's unjust. Right? It's unjust, it's unfair, it's taken advantage of. Okay, well, let's get rid of those complaints. I saw this prompt and I would love to talk about it. And I would love to know what you guys think, right? So should we do away with no-fault divorce? What is your thoughts? What is your opinions? So, for my opinion, okay, yes, we should, right? I believe we should do away with no-fault divorce. I believe that if you chose to get into a marriage, if you chose to do a contract, okay, a legal binding contract with someone, when you say that you will be with this person for the rest of your life, through sickness and in health, to rich and poor, pretty much that the vows cover it all, okay? You essentially should stay with that person. Don't get into a legal binding contract if you think you won't stay. Plain and simple, okay? And those vows pretty much explain to you the contract, okay? Pretty much laid out the contract, right? Through sickness and in health, to rich or poor, whatever, okay? Essentially that, okay? So, if the man didn't cheat on you, okay? If the man didn't abuse you, if she didn't cheat on you, if she didn't abuse you, essentially, you are locked in for life. You should be. Plain and simple. I don't think that, oh, you should not divorce someone because you fell out of love with the person. That's stupid. You shouldn't divorce the person because, I don't know, they got sick. It's literally in the vow, right? You shouldn't get a divorce with the person because they, became poor. Now, again, abuse could be in more ways. So I've seen this scenario, right, where the person becomes a drunk, right? Becomes addicted. The person loses their job, and then don't want to find a job anymore, right? And they take advantage of you. They won't do nothing. They don't put their own weight, whatever. Okay, that becomes abusive, right? Yes, that can become abusive. So yes, there is a bit of, again, no fault divorce means that you can't just leave because you feel like leaving. You have to prove it. There has to be fault. So that you could do, right? If you can prove that, okay, I want to leave because you know what, my husband is abusive. Boom. My husband cheated. Boom. I've been with this man for years. He has no job, but you know what? He's dependent on me. He doesn't do no work at home. I gotta work. I gotta do the things at home. I gotta prove all that. He's useless, right? Okay, you proving it. Okay, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't like fix up how to prove things, right? You should document things, record things, whatever. Okay, you could see that he lost his job, but he's done nothing, right? Look for no job, Okay, it's just about proving it. There got to be a reason why you're leaving a man that you said that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with. Plain and simple. So, yes, I think we should get rid of no-fault divorce. In the same token, I think we should do 50-50, child custody automatically. Unless proven that, the parent is completely inept, then okay. Okay? So,